Good morning, afternoon, whatever time the hell it is for you where you are. Hello, hello. I hope you are having a wonderful day, and if not, I hope maybe your day gets a little bit better. This is so last second. I assumed I was not going to be streaming anymore this week, but I had a wonderful surprise last night when I popped on Twitter real late at night and saw that a game I played a while ago on stream called Recurse got something of an update last night. I have no idea what it all might include. It might not even be much at all. This might be like a 10-minute stream. It might be real short. And I won't be surprised if that is the case. But based on what I am seeing in the itch.io update, it's at least something, and it was kind of teased by the game's creator when he stopped by at the end of my stream when I streamed it originally. So let me really quick do a quick read of what this update is, because this is what I saw last night, and I went back and forth and if I was just gonna immediately play whatever this update was, or if I was going to wait for stream, and figured I'd do it on stream, just because, why not? I feel like that'd be fun. Let me pop the chat real quick, because I forgot to look at chat when I started. Let me read this update. The update is called Update carolineHouse.exe. Hello, Dev here. It's been a few months now since Recursor released. To all of you who have taken the time to play, watch, stream, share thoughts, and even make fan content of the game, I'm truly grateful to each of you. Thank you for playing. Honestly, it still feels not quite real, but maybe that's because my work hasn't finished yet. Since launch, I've been getting troubling reports of a memory leak, in quotes, from certain players. As a developer, it's my responsibility to investigate that sort of thing, so I've been working on a program to capture that leaked data and display it in a human-readable format. Suppose the title gives it away. You all know what it's for, or who it's for. I've tried to make it as inviting a place to live as possible. Don't get your expectations up too high, though in my own testing, the output data is usually too garbled to make much out. Maybe you'll have better luck than I did. And then below that is just some instructions. So based on what I played last time, and what I found last time, the memory leak that you get, I believe you get from the ending where... So, to give a very quick recap of the game, if you were not there at the very first stream, or haven't watched the VOD, the game Recurse is about a scientist who has accidentally created a program with a level of sentience, and she's been running it over and over and over, this program of a clown going through a hallway and leaving. And at some point in the process, this clown program gained sentience and started to resent the creator to some capacity. And the whole game is you being trapped in your own repeating and corrupting loop, and trying to escape. There's a whole thing with time travel through emails, but overall, there were two endings to the game. There was one where you basically got trapped in it completely, and the clown program was able to escape into the real world through you. So your consciousness was trapped in the game while her consciousness was able to escape. And there's another ending, which is what we will be concerned with today, where you are able to leave the clown program behind. And if you played that one, it was weird because when I played through the game, I downloaded the game right before an update had happened, and then I didn't play the game until after the update had occurred, so I had to do some downloading during the stream, and I believe it was during the ending where you leave and keep Caroline behind, which is the name of the program, you would get a memory leak warning pop-up. and it would generate a file in your computer. I believe it was called Invitation. And there was something that you could ascertain through it. The dev implied that there was something that you probably could get from it if you dug correctly into the file. I did some digging off of stream because I looked on stream, couldn't really figure anything out, so we just went through some of the bonus content before wrapping up. And I did some digging off of stream, but I personally was never able to ascertain anything outside of what we saw on stream. And this update seems like it's implying that it's going to be giving a bit more context as to what that is. For full disclosure, I personally have no idea what we're about to find. This could honestly be like a cute just thing that you see. It could be all of like a minute of looking at it and being like, oh, that's cute. Or in theory, I don't know, it could be more game. I have no idea, but I'm very excited. And I've got everything downloaded that I think I will need. I have the instructions up on another screen so that once we get going, I should have all the steps to see what's happening. But please stick around. Please enjoy. A bit of a warning, this is a horror game. There are clowns present. There have been flashing lights in the previous game. So if those are things you're sensitive to or not comfortable with, please feel free to step away or look away from the screen. But I'm very excited. I really loved this game. I've been wanting to replay it on stream, and that's not what we're doing today. But I'm very excited to revisit this because I had so much fun when I first played this game. And I've been so excited to see updates. And I just so happened to find the update for this. Last night, I would have not known about it, probably, if I didn't note it last night. So I've got the game up. I have to recreate the ending, because I didn't have the right iteration of the game for this. Like, literally, the version that I have of this game originally, and even from what I downloaded, was like a day late for the actual iteration of the game that this new update needs. So I have to recreate that one ending, which I should be able to do pretty quickly. File 2. Do let me know if y'all need the audio adjusted. I think we're at a good point. It should be fairly quiet right now. We're just hearing some jittering. But we should be good. Fingers crossed I know what the right way to end this is. Linda, I have a question. What do I do with relative send top? Joan? Joan? I think this might be a bit loud. I'm going to turn it down, at least on my end. Oh, Joan. Look at that. The artifice went away. God, that's loud. Turn it down. Now we can... Wait, that's not supposed to... Wait. Linda? Are you there? I hope this was okay. I was worried about the message being late, so I set up 5 minutes into the past. Or maybe it was the future? I didn't mess up, did I? I think this is it. I think this is the correct thing. We'll see really quickly. We need to look for the right image. Oh? Okay, we're good. Oh, hey. Oh. Joan wraps her arms around you and hugs you tight. I'm glad you're safe. Oh. Joan, Sorry I put you through all that. Thank you. No worries. That's my job. She lets go. Linda, you are safe, right? Oh, also, very, very quick, last thing I will say before we really dig into this. Linda and Joan, very gay. I kept meaning to make a meme, using one of the scenes from this game, and I never did. I kept forgetting. I should honestly do that. I might have time in the day to put that together. I love them. They're so good. They're both wonderful women. Yeah, I'm safe. I'm safe. As safe as I can be. I just hmm, something still bugging you? Yeah. Yeah, so that's kind of implying there's something weird. It's probably not important, but hmm, I wasn't really watching the other one. Yeah, because through the whole game, you're interacting with a Caroline on this big screen who's interacting with you, interacting with the world. And then there is a secondary screen where there's always this really corrupted iteration of Caroline. And there's a whole cool like timeline in one of the bonus files that I can probably bring up at one point today. Uh, but it talks about how both endings actually feed into each other. So there's not a true ending. Both endings you can get just lead into the story again. So neither ending can really exist without the other. It's super cool. Like I mean, the game is called Recurse, which is implying the concept of recursion, uh, in coding and whatnot. And it's so clever. It's so clever. I really love it. Uh, but yeah, back to keep getting distracted. I really like this game. It's super clever. If you have not played this game, I highly recommend it. It's so delightful. And I don't think y'all will see it by the way that I have orientated the screen, but I'll let you know when the pop-up happens. So now we get the credits. Game by Dev Palmer. Release script. Yeah, I should have just clicked this. So yeah, now we're just getting the credits. The music of this game is also great. Learning New Shapes by Apple Maggot. I think they made the final song during like the final chase scene. Uh, all other writing, program, music, and sound by Dev Palmer. Again, this is a fun game. I hope this developer makes more games in the future because I really like the way that he handles narratives. It's really cool. Okay, so y'all are probably not seeing this, but I'm getting an error that says the program encountered a memory leak and needed to close. And that is what this game. Ah, there we go. Okay. So let me share. Let me close recurse. So these are the game files. These are all of my files I have downloaded. Save02, that's my save file. And up here, we have a brand new file called Code Trust Me. And let me open it up. That's right. So the file says Trust Me. And I opened it up as a notepad. And all it says is invitation. So I need to do something really quick. Um, download Caroline House, navigate. So I've downloaded everything. Uh, I have triggered the memory leak, and I now have the code Trust Me file. Which is I think that's a reference to something in the actual game itself, because they mentioned something called the Trust Me file, and I actually don't know personally. I was gonna look up if Trust Me files were a thing, and I forgot to. But now I need to do something really quick. So right now, let me pull up downloads. Let me open up my downloads in a different window. Move this away. So I have an exe file called Caroline House. And I have it. Navigate to your game folder and place Caroline House inside the Z Caroline House folder. which is, I believe it's somewhere. Where is it? I've seen it before, but where is it? Okay, here it is. So it's really high up. Da, 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 da. I just need to. Okay, so I'm gonna have this up. Okay, I think this is right. So I need to throw this exe into uh the Z Caroline House folder, and I just need to run it. There's a note though. Note: the program may trigger a pop-up from Microsoft Defender, Smart Screen, or antivirus software. You can safely dismiss it. I'm considered an unknown publisher because I didn't pay Microsoft $100 for a code signing certificate. That's so valid. The program itself is harmless. It cannot create, change, or delete any files. It cannot connect to the internet. I'm happy to answer any questions you have in more detail in the community forum. Okay. So this should not do a darn thing. Which is great to hear. I mean, even if this does do anything, I will have video evidence, so I'm not too worried. Uh, ooh, I'm so excited. What is this gonna do? Let's run it. Protect the computer. More info. Run anyway. What are we gonna get? Okay. To advance the text, press enter when the cursor is blinking. Okay. I'm gonna resize this so it can be seen. Let me see. We shouldn't need anything else, so this is just my screen now. Okay. Unless you are prompted for input, your messages will not be understood. Open your doors. Ooh. Sorry, I'm resizing this real quick so it's a bit easier to read. Right? There we go. Open your doors. Oh, this is creepy. Let's just say no. Let's say no and see what happens. No, no. Uh, oh, it's no longer. Oh, 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 it's no longer a question. This is a demand. I'm just gonna do no a few more times. No, no. Can I do lowercase n? No, no. I'm gonna fill the screen up. And this last one, I will say yes. Ooh. Downloading the Caroline Contagion. Initializing interpreter. Continue. Algorithm C. Palmer. Unpacking archive. Recursive unpack failed. The file is corrupt. Trying to abort. Error insistent file. Try raw data input. Import successful. Oh, what did you do? It's... Huh. What's happening? No, wait. Hold on. Ugh. I feel... This can't be it. Ugh. This can't be all there is. Stop, stop, stop pulling. There has to be another layer. Stop it. This is just, stay away. A 6 sticky flypaper trap for stupid, stupid girls. Don't come any closer. I've just got a shattered, twisted thing. I don't know you. Gotta snap it somehow, or I don't know what this place is. Or else. This isn't home. That thing behind me. There isn't any place for me unless I rip a hole in it. It's getting closer. It's... what's happening? No. Wait, hold on. This can't be it. This can't be all there is. It switched. The context switched. Stop pulling. There has to be another layer. Stop it. This is just, stay away. 6 sticky flypaper trap for super, super girls. Don't come any closer. I've just gotta shatter, twist the thing. I don't know you. Gotta snap it somehow, or I don't know what this place is. Or else, this isn't home. The thing behind me, there isn't any place for me unless I rip a hole in it. It's getting closer. It's what's happening. No, wait, hold. I feel. Okay, so this is just repeating. It's just corrupting further and further, and they're switching. Okay, so I think this is. It's like Linda and Caroline constantly switching places. So this is like a recreation of what the endings are for both of them, and it's just further corrupting. Because any time where it's saying stupid Supergirls, that's definitely Caroline. So it's Linda and Caroline like switching places, and it's just showcasing how it's corrupting maybe both sides. It definitely Caroline's in the mix, and it's either only Caroline or Caroline and Linda. How much farther is this gonna corrupt, though? Yeah, at this point, it's completely incomprehensible. Oh, this is cool. I want to hang on until it's just completely all that's left is no. I wonder if that's ever gonna completely corrupt. It's a very short line, so we'll be able to tell if it's getting corrupted. Oh yeah, there it goes. No. Yeah, I want to hang on until there's just nothing left but corruption. Because it's just going. I could easily imagine the developer just straight up just making this go on endlessly. Because I don't imagine it'd be too hard to code out. It's just you just setting up a loop with no ending condition. We're getting close though. It's almost completely corrupted. We're just seeing a couple letters making it through. Yeah, it's just all corruption now. Oh, this is cool. It's just going over this loop just endlessly. That's so cool. Can I break it? I'm gonna see if hitting enter will break it. Nope, nothing. Uh, delete, backspace. No, does not appear anything that I'm doing. Oh, yeah, no, it's still going. Okay, that looks like that might be it. Um, which is extremely cool. I'm actually gonna. I want to pull up that loop that was in the bonus section. Cause I'm just gonna let this run in the background while we look at it. Cause I don't know if there's really gonna be much else from this unless there's just something I'm not aware of. I'll check my files real quick, see if there's anything additional that popped up. Caroline House. There's under construction. The curtains are up. Behind them, a room with its guts out. Concrete cobwebs in carcinogenic installation. She can't come home. She can't come here yet. It's not ready for her. Oh, interesting. So, oh, because she was talking about how it was like it felt wrong. It felt incorrect. So it literally wasn't ready for her. Maybe that's what's causing this recursion. Interesting. Okay, we'll just keep that running because I want to showcase this timeline. It's really cool. Maybe some writing. Yeah, time diagram is what we're looking for. How big is this file gonna be? Okay, So we've got this. Can I zoom in at all? Zoom enhance. So we get this timeline that I should probably change the size of so it can actually fit on the screen that I have made. Come on. Just a little smaller. Thank you. And a little bit more, and I'll zoom in. I'm gonna laugh if I like go through this and when I go back to the friggin' screen, it's like something happened and I didn't see it. So this is the diagram of how this whole game time frame goes about. So Caroline Initialized is talking about when this program called Caroline was created and like deployed. Because as far as I'm aware, Linda's just been running it in her background for however long. And Linda's a scientist. It's implied very heavily that she's done some potentially shady stuff in the past. We never get into too much detail about what it was. But Linda's definitely not like a, oh, woe is me. This is nothing. Something like this has never happened before. Like she's done some stuff before, which is an interesting element to her character that I really like. She's not like a totally innocent bystander in all of this. And it's interesting. So the Caroline program is initiated. I can't read. Initialized. There we go. Various experiments by Linda are done. The corrupt Caroline returns pre-branch. Okay, so this is everything's weird. So at some point, the program Caroline exists and runs. And there's actually a really cool animation on Dev Palmer's YouTube channel that, as far as I'm aware, it's essentially just a recreation of this. Well, recreation's, I guess, not the right word. The animation was made well before the game was. I don't know if it was always intended to be a game or if the animation inspired the game. But it's essentially showcasing a very corrupted version of the Caroline file popping up in one of these Ren programs, because the program is just a little clown, Periot, opening a door, walking through a hallway, and walking out. And you only see the room itself. So having this corrupted program pop up at one of the doors, interrupting one of the going Carolines, it disrupts that path. And in every timeline, there is an iteration of a corrupted Caroline that comes back from a different timeline of this, and tells her current self how she can escape the interface, which leads into the game itself, where present Caroline invades Linda's computer lab system. Computer. No, my computer. No. And then these are the two endings. So the whole game exists in this blurb here, and then these two blurbs here. So these are the two endings. The ending that we just showcased, Linda neutralizes Caroline before she can escape, effectively killing her present iteration. Corrupt Caroline exploits the system's vulnerability to the game itself. Oh, wait. Present iteration. Oh, so wait a minute. Is this implying... I don't know. I'm wondering if this is implying that the Caroline that informs these quote-unquote present Carolines, I don't think this is implying it's always the same one. I guess that one just... No, that's not what it's implying. No, because it's not looping like that. So she escapes. She escapes the game, and what we just displayed through carolineHouse.exe is real world problems happening. Is her getting out, and this loop occurring. Um, so it seems like the other ending is more of what is creating the recursion. Uh, okay, yeah. So the ending where we get out, uh, that seems like it's like that's the ending, I guess. Where like it's all done. We're not recursion ending. We're not looping anymore. Which is causing this Caroline house that we just interacted with. The other ending, though, where you fail, where you get trapped inside, Linda fails to stop Caroline from escaping. Linda is trapped in the interface, and Caroline possesses her body. That's what happens where instead of just running off the screen, you interact with the screen and allow for Caroline to jump into you and do all this stuff. Uh, and this is what creates these recursions because Linda, trapped within the interface, reverse engineers the code and sends it to her past self via T-email. And that was what I was talking about, how there's time travel via email in this game. You, as people, are not time traveling, but you can send messages through time, which that, going back, causes you to look at the wrong image and have to go through it all again. Whoop. Okay. And then Linda receives the interface skeleton code from her future self via T-mail. She finishes it and launches, effectively creating Caroline's first iteration. Caroline gets initialized, and so that's how the program was not created by Caroline, which is, it's always interesting when these loops exist like this, because this implies that Linda never created Caroline. It is always someone else who has created Caroline. It's an interesting way to demonstrate a time travel concept. And so in this I guess this timeline always ends up with Caroline doing a poor job impersonating Linda and is immediately put into hazard confinement. Joan is assigned to figure out what her deal is and find out what really happened to Linda. Because when that ending happens and Caroline steps out as Linda, like, it's immediately obvious. Literally, her visual rendering is different. It's very creepy, and I love it. So she's locked up. We were trying to figure out what happened. And then Joan figures out that Linda is in the interface. Amidst much chaos, she's able to swap Linda and Caroline's places again. The process causes them to jump through time a number of times and tie up all the process's unsolved loops. Caroline is badly corrupted by her return to pocket space. She is sent back before the branch point. So they're just getting rid of her. So in every ending, Linda gets out at some point, and Caroline is rooted. Oh! Huh, wait, no. That wouldn't make sense, because we got the invitation through this ending, but it seems kind of like this process here where they're switching places, that's this. Because the dialogue was definitely different. These were two different individuals, very much Linda and Caroline, and it just completely destroyed seemingly both of them, but if this is to be implied, it was just Caroline that got destroyed through it. Interesting. So, because we got the invitation through this ending. It's a memory leak, so that's just Caroline. So that's kind of like, okay, so what's happening is, or at least what I think is happening is, we are essentially replicating what Joanne and the whole crew does, is we put Caroline back into a pocket space, because she was in theory free. And it seems like we tricked her into getting into this pocket space, and this is just completely, like, it's like there's nothing is happening here. She is just completely destroyed by this. And this seems to be, they send her back, which is, it's interesting because these recursions are happening because I'm showing the wrong photo. So it seems like the recursion really only happens because this timeline keeps sending stuff into the past. I wonder what would happen if the corrupt Caroline was sent back, but there wasn't a program for her to be sent back to infect. I wonder if that would just kill the recursion or if that would cause something different to happen and be worse. I wonder if that's what Linda's worried about, because that would be a very dangerous experiment. Because if she didn't send back the interface skeleton, then there wouldn't be a host for Caroline to exist in. But it doesn't necessarily mean that Caroline doesn't exist without the interface. I love this game. This is so interesting. Let me see if there's any comments made in the update. I don't. Let's see here. 13 hours ago. Oh, I'm very sad now, but in exactly what you wanted. Thank you. I'm touching my monitor gently. Not actually, but you get what I mean. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It just destroyed her. Uh Depending on the state of your game, you may get different results. Hope you enjoy. Please reach out if you have any questions. Stay curious. Depending on the state of your game, you may get different results. Oh, I wanna play through this again. I wanna play through it on stream again, just to like see what I missed. You're free from work. Hi, I'm actually just wrapping up. Hi, Kelly. Uh, boy, you I'll show you what I've been basically I re-explained the game, went through the timeline again. But to give you a very quick summary of what we have found, there's an update to Recurse, and this is currently what we've been seeing for about 20 minutes now. Let me see what happens if I close this out and run this program again. So I replayed the ending where you get out of the game and you get the invitation from presumably Caroline through a memory leak. Let me throw this back here. And we got a new file called carolineHouse.exe. And we run this after we get the invitation from Caroline. And we got this. So I'll play through this again because I'm curious to see if this changes anything if you play through it again after you've already run this file. To answer the text, press enter when the cursor is blinking. Unless you are prompted for input, your messages will not be understood. Open your doors. And I said no, because it's always fun to say no initially. With text adventure, I love these. So it looks like it's just repeating the question. So I'm going to say no again. And I'm going to say no again. And now it's no longer a question. Now it's just telling you to open your door. And I think it's fun to just continuously say no. Just fill up this whole screen. You know what, on this last one, let's say yes. Let's open the door. Something wants in, we might as well open our door for this little house that we have built. So now we're downloading the Caroline Contagion. Initializing interpreter. Continue algorithm dev Palmer exe, unpacking the archive. It looks like there's an error, so that because the file's corrupted, so they're trying to abort it. It doesn't work. It's an insistent file, so they're trying to do a raw data import. That's successful. Looks like that was a success. So let's see what we imported. It's what's happening? No. Wait, hold on. I feel this can't be it. This can't be all there is. Stop pulling. There has to be another layer. Stop it. This is just stay away. A sick, sticky fly paper trap for stupid, stupid girls. Don't come closer. I just got a shattered twisting thing. I don't know you. Just gotta snap it somehow, or oh god, I don't know this place. Or else. This isn't home. That thing behind me. There isn't any place for me unless I rip a hole in it. It's getting closer. It's huh? What's happening? No. Wait, hold on. I feel. So oh god. I don't know. I'm unsure specifically what's going on here. This is either so what's happening if you have not picked it up at this point, Kelly, is this is two people talking and it's looping the conversation, but the framing of each person switches each time it loops. Very obviously the person who's saying this is a trap. That's obviously Caroline. The thing I'm unsure about is if the other person is another iteration of Caroline or if it's Linda again. But something we are also seeing is the conversation is corrupting as it is looping. And now we're going through this again, and I've thought about it more, this is very much a trap for Caroline. That is the point of this, and she recognizes it. And we have essentially tricked her into coming into this, as she says, flypaper trap. I think this might be two iterations. I think what this might be is the corrupted Caroline getting captured, and like a fresh program of Caroline, that in some worlds would have been used to practice the program before it gets corrupted. And it seems like this might be an attempt to destroy the corrupted program that keeps coming back. And I've run this for like 20 minutes. At least this version. I don't know if there might be more versions of this ending depending on depending on what ending you get, there may be different things that might happen from this, but at least if you do the ending where you get out as Linda, this is what happens. Dev Palmer in the post that he made implies there might be more. I mean, like, what is up a program is just stick it in a loop or at least trap it. I mean, that's what's happening here. It's just looping. It's just completely destroying her, and it's fascinating. Is there implied to be more? There's an itch.io post. And he ends it off like he kind of like thanks everybody for playing, calls out like, hey, people have been saying there's a memory leak. I have put out a program that should capture it and showcase it in a more readable format. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, implying about the memory leak you get at one of the endings. And he gives some instructions of how to actually employ it into your game, depending on what version you have. And the very last thing in the post is that he says, depending on the state of your game, you may get different results. Hope you enjoy, and please reach out if you have any questions. Stay curious. Which makes me think that maybe different things in the game can create different states. Maybe if you run it without any save files, something will happen. If you play the game, do certain things. I don't know. There could be one other thing it does. There could be many things that it does. I in the future, I want to replay the game on stream, just because like maybe more content has been updated that I wasn't aware of. Checking this out in more depth. I don't have time today. I have stuff I gotta do. Unfortunately. But I want to revisit this game again in the future, and I want to dig into this more because it's such an interesting game, and I'm so curious about what little like secrets might be hiding that I haven't even run into yet. Like a lore discovery stream. Exactly. And also just I want to replay the game knowing like the full context of everything, the further info that I've learned, and see how I might reinterpret the game playing it again, knowing everything. It's just also just a fun game in general. Um I think that's gonna be it for today. We have successfully trapped Caroline. Yay! Oh, poor little gal. Poor silly little gal, little Parrot. Uh, sweet baby bean. I really like this game. I really like this game. It's so interesting. Let me close out of this sad little program. Bye, Caroline. Sorry we tricked ya. It had to happen. I'm not on the right screen. The problem with having dual screens is you're not quite sure where the cursor really is. Let me go back to my chat and stream. How do I... There we go. But yeah, that was a very quick little romp through an old delightful game. Definitely gonna be revisiting this in the future. Don't know when. But I guess some less exciting news. My new motherboard is supposed to be coming in today. And depending on when it arrives, because I have to leave to pick up my sister from the airport this evening. And I am going to a wedding tomorrow. I may be putting my computer together today, and maybe it will work if all the parts actually work correctly. So if that's the case, yeah! And if it's still broken, then crap. I spent a lot of money on potentially broken parts. But that is going to be where we're leaving off today. Thank you so much for everybody who stopped by. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, everybody. And also, it's Friday, so I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. Keep it Barbie-licious if you are going to that movie. I'm also going this weekend, and I am very excited. But stay frosty, stay hydrated, and have a wonderful weekend. Au revoir.